Hello there. Now in this video, are we going to ask? We're going to ask the question. We're going to answer the question. I'm going to answer it. This is basically from what I ain't heard anybody explain this, or this is what I actually think. So I didn't get this from no lore or Dragon Ball Z lore, didn't talk about it. But from what I've seen enough Dragon Ball Z to even talk about this. So here we go. Are Saiyan women just as strong as males? Can they become 10 times stronger as males? Yes, they can. Depends on how much they train, you know. They can either become 10 times stronger than male counterparts, or the males can become 10 times stronger. It depends how much they train, how much they fight, and yeah, so that's why I believe the Super Saiyan form was lost centuries ago, because they over time they didn't fight as hard, you know. I got a theory that back in those days they fought tough aliens where Super Saiyan was necessary, you know what I'm saying? Over time, when those aliens became extinct, when they killed them all, there was nothing really powerful, you know what I'm saying? So when they had children, but by the time their children were born, there wasn't really fucking nothing strong to fight. So Super Saiyan was pretty much lost. You know, as the generations went on, they stopped teaching their children that shit. You know what I'm saying? But despite that, the women, yeah, there was a potential for them to be much stronger than the males. You know, depending on how much they fought. So, and how much they trained and shit like that. You know, so. But yeah, I mean, shit, a Super Saiyan woman can fucking beat any male Earthling, you know what I'm saying? With a fucking pinky or some shit, you know? She'd be super fucking strong, you know? And she could beat the living shit out of any male Saiyan who was not even Super Saiyan form. She could kill him easy, beat him, you know? But yeah, so, I mean, yeah, they still fought. They were still warriors, the Saiyans, as time went on, but they were savages at the root of it. So they fought mostly against each other, you know what I'm saying? I believe that, I can imagine, rather, that the Saiyans have fucking different tribes and shit. And I'm gonna go as far as to say they had different tribes based off strength. Because some Saiyans were born fucking with weak power levels and shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Keep in mind, the Scouters really didn't come out until Frieza came in. I think Frieza provided those Scouters to them. I think Frieza's people somehow invented the Scouters, and the Saiyans ended up having it and shit like that. They got their own fucking Scouters and shit like that. You know, I'm thinking that Frieza's race invented the Scouters and laugh at other species, say how weak they are. It was comedy to them. That's how I feel. That's why I think they. I can imagine why they invented the Scouters, because they were the base of the strongest species for millennia. You know what I'm saying? And I can also say that I can actually see that the Frieza species and the Saiyans never made contact throughout those years. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking if they did, that there would still been Super Saiyans before Goku was born. You know what I'm saying? His father probably would have achieved Super Saiyan, because in order to fight him, they had to get stronger in order to fight them and shit, you know. And that's what the Frieza was afraid of. That's why he ended up trying to annihilate them all, you know. Or at least a good chunk of them. So, blew up the whole fucking planet and shit, so. But yeah, so yeah, female Saiyans and male Saiyans, yeah. They could definitely become stronger than the males, big time. So, especially if Super Saiyan was and Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 was a fucking being achieved during that time. So that's my theory on why the Super Saiyan was pretty much lost in the first place. You know, enemies got weak, and there was really no need to fucking train hard. You know what I'm saying? There was no threats. They didn't really care. They didn't really fucking. They weren't apprehensive of the future and shit. So it was pretty much lost. You know, like I said, as generations went on, they didn't teach their children Super Saiyan. You know, because their parents didn't teach them. You know, that's how it went. So But yeah, so I mean, you know, but the Saiyans, you know, they believed in survival. They believed in fighting and everything like that. It wasn't like the woman was at home cooking and shit while the man went out to hunt. Men and women equally hunted their food. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they hunted separately. Women would go one way and then the man would go the other way and shit. You know, they probably have a fucking contest on who can bring the most food home and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and they taught their children the value of family, protecting your loved ones, and especially your wives, your partners rather, and fighting. They taught their children and instilled it in their children, so they grew up fighting. And I mean, like I said, it's in their blood to fight it to get better. It's because if it's in your blood to do so, no doubt you're going to teach your children that. So your children are going to see you as a fighter and always solving problems by fighting. The children are going to fucking take out their parents, and they're going to fight too. You know what I'm saying? As far as protection goes, protection their wives, I'm kind of fucking take that back, because the wives didn't really need no protection from their mans, because they pretty much take care of themselves. But they did teach unity, they should stick together, not fight each other, shit like that. As far as protection goes, no, because the women didn't need it. So I mean, the male and the husband and wife, if you want to call them that, were actually equal power level. You know what I'm saying? Like Gene and Bardock, Goku's parents, were pretty much equal power level. So he didn't need to protect her. She didn't need to protect him. So you know what I'm saying? That's how it was. It's pretty different from humans. You know what I'm saying? The only most likeness we have, us and the Saiyans have, our appearance. You know what I'm saying? That's it. The lifestyle is different. The biology is different, rather. Biological. The biology is pretty much fucking different. So, yeah, I mean, and second, they don't have to worry about cutting their hair, because the Saiyans' hair stay the same since the day they were born. They each have these fucking different hairstyles and shit. Yeah, they could cut their hair and shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? No pun intended. So, but it's like, I wonder, will it grow back? Because Nappa cut his hair and shit, you know what I'm saying? Again, no pun intended, I'm just saying that, you know me. If you know my videos, I say that, you know what I'm saying sometimes. And you understand, you know what I'm saying, But yeah, I don't know, would it grow back if you cut it? You know what I'm saying? I imagine that it would, but it'll grow back to the same shape. I theorize that Nappa kept his head shaved. I guess he didn't like his hair. His hair was kind of fucking weird. Looks like it was a fucking turnip or some shit, like some broccoli. Like some weed was growing out of his fucking hair and shit. He probably didn't fucking like it. So he said, fuck it. He started just shaving that motherfucker. And keeping it off, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, they live longer than humans, you know what I'm saying? That's biology. They live longer, they have a longer lifespan than humans do, so. And as a result, they stay looking young when they reach 100, you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that their lifespan is about 200 years. That's what I'm thinking. 200 years at least. That's how long I'll make them live. About 200. While half breeds, they would live for about, if half Saiyan, like Gohan, half Saiyan, half human, he would live a little bit longer than the average human, but he wouldn't live as long as a Saiyan, the average Saiyan would. Put it that way. So if a Saiyan could live an average of 200 years, then Gohan will be able to live for about 120, 115 or something like that. And Gohan won't start looking old until, like a half breed rather. They won't start looking old until about 100. No, about 80. When they hit 80, they look probably like 45, 46 years old and shit. And when they get 90, 100, when they get to 100, they'll start looking like they're 60 and shit. Something like that, you know. But under 80 years old, they'll look pretty decent because they're half breeds, you know what I'm saying? But they will get the aches and shit because they're half human, you know. They got to. That's the bane about being a fucking half breed, you know. But Saiyans didn't have to worry about that. Full-blooded Saiyans have to worry about fucking aches and pains, you know. I don't even know if they even fucking get old. They get wrinkled and shit before they die. I don't know. I never really looked into that, so it's like, but yeah, but back to the power levels, yeah, they're pretty much equal, men and women. So that's how I see it. So, but yeah, that's it for my video. It's another DB Dragon Ball Z topic I can put in the list, and more to come. With that being said, this is Y Chromosome signing out. Peace and love.